Hello, this is Mr. Huff. Let's take a look at making a very quick electrical plan. So what we're going to do is we need to insert the duplex and the switch as a family. So we'll do insert load family and go get the outlet and the switch that we need. We're going to duplicate the first floor plan to make an electrical plan. We'll hide some things like the grids and sections. We're going to halftone everything. And then we have to make some adjustments in Underlay, and this is something we've never done before. So we're going to hide the ceiling when we get that showing and hide the structural framing. And what this is going to do is let us see the light fixtures in the drawing, and then we'll generate our electrical plan. And it's going to be real simple. All we're going to do is place outlets at reasonable locations and show where the switches are. The reason we're doing this is this will get some electrical plans into the hands of our cybersecurity students so that they can design networks for a commercial building. So let's get started. Starting with our floor plan, actually the first thing you would do is go ahead and get ready for this. So we're going to go to Insert and Load Family. And the two things you need to do is if we go to the English Imperial Libraries, we're going to look for electrical and then go to architectural and then electrical power. And we're specifically looking for distribution. Nope, that's not it. We're specifically looking for terminals, and all you need is a duplex outlet and a single switch. So load those families in and you're good to go. Okay, I've already loaded them, so I don't need to do it again. I just needed to show you where they were. The next thing we want to do is on our first floor, we're going to right click on that and choose to duplicate a duplicate with detailing. And this way we get the names of the rooms, and that's important. If it shows up, and for some reason mine doesn't show up with the grids and that sort of thing showing, so we're going to rename this as electrical plan. If you have grids and section views and all that kind of stuff showing up in this floor plan, you need to go ahead and hide those so that you have a clean floor plan like this. It should look like this. So we see the furniture and we see all of that stuff, the labels for the rooms and square footage. This is going to be easy for them to design a network in. So the next thing we're going to do is just drag and select everything. And we're going to right click and choose override graphics view by category and make everything halftone. And what that's going to do is make it where it's easy to see. Okay, all those grids came back. So if you see these grids, we're going to hide these. Let's do a view. Actually, I think we can do this from here. If we do override graphics and view. No, that's not what we want. Can I do it there? By category, we should be able, yeah, that worked. I selected one and overrode all the grids at once. All right. The other thing I want to hide in here are these room dividers. So I'm going to hide those. So hide and view by category. I don't want those room dividers because we can already see the spaces there. All right. So it should be nice and clean like this. Another thing, let's go ahead and turn on the crop box, and just to show you where it's at, it's just around the floor plan. That's fine. And I'm going to turn the box off. Also, this line here, we're going to hide that in view. Okay. All right. Actually, I want to make that halftone. So let's do right click on this, override graphics by category, halftone, those type of lines. Oh no, it's not going to let me do it. Cancel. Okay. I'm not going to sweat down. That's just a little line I drew. Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we want to make it where we can see the lights in our floor plan. Okay. So what we're going to do is go down here to Underlay. And right now it has a range base level. Choose the first floor. And right here where it says look down, let's change that to look up. And then we wait, and we can see everything now. We see all those light fixtures, but some stuff we also see, we see some ceiling, and we don't want to see that. So let's go to View. and visibility and graphics. Let me move this where you can see it. We're going to make sure to uncheck ceilings right here. Click apply, and you'll see that that grid goes away. Another thing you might see, as you see here now, is now we can see the structural framing. And so we're going to go scroll down here and find structural framing and hide that as well. And then, so check it, click apply. And now what we see is a floor plan that shows all the lights. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go through and add our electrical in. And as you can see, I've already done this some, so I'm going to override the graphics in this one. All of my outlets, I'm going to click make those not halftone. Okay, so remember, we're just going to use insert architecture and component, and then you'll have the duplex, and you just click on where you think you need outlets. Try not to put them in curtain walls. That doesn't make sense. So think about where you would actually have them. Minimum spacing should be about 6 feet, and you can do closer than that. Think about, like in this design, I have some computer workstations here, so I put a lot more there. I don't need them out here in the stacks because that's just bookshelves. And I put some in here for the little museum area. Let's think about restrooms. I need one here next to the door. Or where's my sink here? All right, I'm just going to put one on that wall. So we've got, and that would be a GFCI. I'm not worried about that. We're just giving them an electrical plan to work from. Then we're also going to do some switches. So think about where you would see switches. So let's find our switch. And I did not load the switch. Okay, so we're going to go to insert or load family, and we can go get our switch. I'm just going to grab a single. And now we can go around and say, okay, I'm going to open this door. I want to switch right here next to the door. I want to switch next to this door, and next to this door, next to this door. So just think about where you would have a switch. If you're walking into the building, you'd probably want to switch on one of these walls here. So you walk in and you can turn on the lights. You probably want some switches for the people behind the reception desk to control some lights. Might have a couple there. And you may want some, the Noblesville room is a little weird because it's mostly glass, so I'm going to just put a light switch here in the corner and just trust that the rest of the room is on. We may have some switches here to turn lights on in if you came in through this emergency exit here, or if you came in through here, would you have a switch there? So probably. And so you just kind of go around and pick places to put switches in logical areas. Perhaps if you're going to use the study zone, you would want to be able to control the lights there. Next to doors and bathrooms, you want to be able to walk in and turn the light on. Same here. Also in the mechanical room, have a switch there. You might have a switch in the stairway, and you get the idea. So might have one here for the computer area. You might have another switch here to control lights. You might have, like, you would probably have multiple switches for this interior big chunk of lights. You might have a switch here for this hallway. So just think about, as you walk around the building, where would you have switches to turn lights off and on to get around the building, okay? So once you've got that done, we've got a nice, clean, tidy electrical plan. And again, what we're going to be doing is giving these to the cybersecurity people. They're going to design networks around this, so they need just a basic electrical plan. And this would be a great one. All right. Thanks for watching.